So I was talking to Tony Thursday night, and I was like, I had seen you in The Marriage Counselor, and I was like, OMG. And I had seen you in previous shows, but that was the one that made me want to find you. So I'm looking for Tony on Facebook, right? I'm like, I find Tony Grant. So I inbox Tony Grant. Me. I don't even remember what I said. I don't even remember what I was. Yeah, I don't even understand what that was all about. And I got a response or whatever. And I think I said something like, I'm a big fan or something, whatever. And I think you're amazing and such and such. And whoever responded, was very nice about it. And when I was talking to you the other night and you made the comment, you was like, I haven't been such and such. It should have occurred to me that I wasn't really talking to the Tony Grant. I was talking to one of your representatives, and we all know that's how dating works. Like when you start dating somebody, you send one of your representatives, you're never your real self. Yes. But still, the good thing was that whoever responded was in a positive spirit. They gave me good energy with that. And then sitting down and talking to you, you give me good energy, and I appreciate that.
I deal with people based upon character. Talent is one thing. And my grandmother used to say, talent is something we all have. We all have it. She said, but gifts move people. Being spiritual is a gift. Having the right spirit is a gift. So when I deal with people that are around me, or if I hire you, or I put you in my circle, you got to be gifted. And you got to have the right gift, because if you're going to represent me, you got to come right. It's got to be right. Or I'll let you go. I don't deal with a bunch of negativity in my space. I don't deal with ignorance. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I'm patient to a point, but when I draw that line, and I will politely and graciously release you and say, God bless you, heaven smile on you. We can agree to disagree.
I don't want to hear those words from you. I mean, the God bless you part, and it's all good, but yeah, not with not all together. I don't want to hear you say that, because I ain't trying to be released. Right. Yeah, and hurt my little feelings, and I be crying, and my lashes be coming off. So you're now a Temptation. Was that anything that you ever imagined coming up? Was it anything you ever thought about? Was it even in your dream world?
I never dreamed it. You could have never told me this was gonna happen. I didn't even believe it when it came at me. I didn't believe it. No, I was like, I ain't trying. There ain't no Temptations looking for me. They ain't trying to. Stop playing. I was like, is this Otis? This ain't really Otis. Stop playing. There's some dude named Otis.
So I said we will introduce our newest member. His name is Tony Grant. Tony, come on here and show them what you can do. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good? We good?
He hasn't qualified.
Give it up for the Temptations. And the newest member. Thank you.
So Otis actually called you because, like you said, you didn't audition for anything. You got a call.
I did. I got a call. There was this young lady named Mary Ruby, I think is her last name. And she said the Temptations are looking for you. As a member of Temptations, I was like, okay. And at that time, I was the lead singer for Chicago, which is a rock group.
Yeah. Y'all know who Chicago is. I know who they are, but I could not tell you one of their names of their songs off the top of. I hope so.
Saturday in the Park.
Okay.
You're the Inspiration. Hard to Say I'm Sorry. 25-6-4. They had big records. If You Leave Me Now, which is the black anthem of the white group. They had so many hits. Does anybody know what time it is? They just had hit after hit after hit, and they wrote for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Really? Now that is definitely a great piece of trivia for anyone who does any type of music trivia. I love that. How did you? Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to the Temptations. How did you come to sing for Chicago?
Ooh, this is such a small world. Oh my gosh. So, Larry Braggs, who used to be a member of the Temptations, was with Chicago. but he was with kind of, I guess you could say, a subsidiary of Chicago.
Okay.
So at that time, Tower of Power was trying to sign me with them. And then I heard that Chicago was looking for a new lead singer. Lenny Williams contacted me.
Lenny Williams. Yes, I met him. Oh my God, I met him once.
Great guy. He contacted me, and then I kind of threw it out there. I said, okay, I know that Chicago is looking for someone, and Tower of Power is looking for someone. He said, well, with your personality and the fact that you do a lot of theater, you do well with Chicago, because they're not working as much as Tower of Power. Tower of Power is doing like 250 shows a year.
What? Wow.
So even though Chicago's more popular, so I decided, okay, when I got the call about Chicago, Larry was telling me, go with Chicago, not knowing that he was going with Temptations. So such a small world. So anyway, I'm dealing with Chicago, and I was with them for 3-4 years. Amazing group. Danny Seraphine, the drummer, original drummer with this group. Now this is the crazy part, how full circle comes. As Yet became popular, the group I sung with in the 90s, because we sung 2 Chicago songs. And we flipped them. We sung one of them a cappella, and then we sung the other one with Peter Cetero, who was the lead singer of Chicago. Hard to Say I'm Sorry, You're the Inspiration. So I already knew those songs. So it was easy for me to just fall in line with the group because my voice is so high. So here, the most amazing moments for me was to walk on stage with this band, and they think I'm the roadie. I'm setting up speakers and mics. We went to Boston. There's probably 10,000 people in the audience, and they're looking at me. And I'm fixing the microphone and all this kind of stuff. And then I started singing. Oh man, you could have dropped a pin. You would have heard the pin drop.
Wow.
Because it was a shock.
They wasn't ready.
They weren't ready. By the time I got done, there were several people in the front crying because they remembered me from Tyler Perry. Ain't that crazy? I was in shock. It shocked me. And there were 2 young ladies, two young girls. They couldn't have been more than 11 or 12 years old. Kept telling their grandmother, I'm telling you, that's him. That's the guy. That is the guy. So she came up to the stage. She said, I'm sorry. My granddaughters will not let this rest. Do you work with Tyler Perry? I said, yes, ma'am, I do. They turned around screaming, I told you, Grandma. I told you. I was like, wow. I said, Tyler Perry's arm is stretching that far? And it just really blessed me. So I have to say thank you to Danny Seraphine and all the guys in the band. It was absolutely wonderful. So when I joined the Temptations, or when I got the call about the Temptations, we weren't working as much because the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, Temptations was booked. They was like on tour working. I was like, wow. So I called, and out of respect for them, I went to dinner and sat down with them and said, look, this is the opportunity I have. And they were like, you'd be stupid not to take it. They said it. They're like, you are perfect for them. You are perfect for the group. So that's how that happened.
So as we talk about your amazing ability to hold your own, obviously, with your singing career, we had a conversation and we were talking. I said, Tony, you make me think about when I had an opportunity to interview Tank a few times. I was like, I love interviewing Tank. He's so fun and he's so cool. And you said,
we're good friends. Yes.
Okay,
yes. Good brother.
And you said you've gotten that before.
I got it tonight.
Okay. You did?
I sure did. Young lady said to me, "It's like, you remind me of Tank." I was like, okay, I hear that a lot. She said, you and Tank guys look alike.
Like you could be
Yeah, we did a play together, Marriage Material, written by Jacarius Johnson. So Tank was in the play first, and he had to leave and go do a tour or something. So I came in and took his place, and people in the audience was like, "When did you shave your hair bald?" It was hilarious. It was hilarious. They thought I was Tank, and we laughed about it. I thought it was really, really cool. But yeah, Tank and Tank has done a lot of work with my son. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I got a son that's in the business that's doing well, and Tank worked with him. And
And what's his name?
Anthony Lewis. See, my name is Anthony Lewis Grant. His name is Anthony Lewis Grant Jr. So he changed it to Anthony Lewis so they wouldn't mix us up.
Yes.
Because it
I get that.
started out happening.
Yeah.
It was mixing us up. It was like,
Okay. So, so when I was talking to Tank, and you guys probably saw this during one of our interviews, you know how singers get to singing and they're like, oh, you know. So I asked Tank, I was like, does that make you sound better or whatever? And we laughed about it, and he was like, yeah, you know, it does or whatever. And we were joking. I'm guessing he's not serious. But Tony, you say.
no.
Come back for part 4 and find out how Tony really feels. I mean, really, can you have too much Tony Grant? Like, share, and subscribe.